I am going to be showing you guys today the new makeup line from SEINT. It's called Demi Colour, and it's this gorgeous palette of colors. Isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful. Okay, so this is like my artist Big Daddy palette. Not everyone will need this many colors. I'm going to show you how it works. It's unlike any other makeup out there. I don't even necessarily call it makeup because it really isn't. It's like kind of, you can't really explain it. You just have to see the magic. And so the basics of Demi Colour is based on color science. So you're going to be using color science to filter out what you don't want to see on your face. You're going to be using color science to filter what you do want to see on your face. So you can use this color science to enhance color or diminish color. And you kind of have to like erase your mind of makeup. It's hard, but you have to like erase your eyes of makeup because you won't be putting on makeup like you typically do with 3D. It's just going to be totally different. So this is for everybody. Please show the amount you put on your brush for each section of your face, please. I'm very visual. I want to make sure I apply correct amounts. Of course, yes, I will show you guys everything that I do. Except with Demi, it's like, if you think that you use 3D foundation lightly compared to what you used to do with your foundation routine, it's even like cut in a millionth of the product that you'll use with Demi. You are literally just tapping color to color on specific areas of your face. So I'm gonna stop talking. I just feel like I had to preface explaining Demi a little bit to you before I get going, okay? So I am actually gonna start with contour with Demi, and before I do that, I'm gonna be using the color wheel to neutralize and filter color on my face. So quick reference for you. Bronco colors are blue and orange. Blue and orange neutralize each other. Laker colors, purple and yellow. Purple and yellow neutralize each other. Christmas colors, red and green. Red and green neutralizes each other. And so when I'm talking in color, that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about. And then I'm going to be showing you color on my face and explaining to you why I think it's that color and then what color I'm using to neutralize it. So it's kind of like science. It's kind of like art. It's kind of unlike anything that you've ever done on your face. And it's different than typical color correcting. Like some people have color correcting palettes. But the difference with Demi is that you don't have to put foundation over it. Demi is meant to be worn completely alone, not with any other foundation. This is your foundation, but the thing is really your face is the foundation. So, okay, we'll get started. So with sculpts, these are my sculpt colors right here. And this is a more violet sculpt. This is a more red sculpt, more orange sculpt, more yellow sculpt, more green sculpt, blue sculpt. So that's kind of how I look at the sculpts. And so you'll see right here, I'm going to be applying my contour right here, but I have a lot of green in my face. And you'll be able to know that you have green on your face if it looks muddy. So right here, it doesn't really look any other color. It kind of just looks muddy. So I'm going to apply a red sculpt right here, okay? And we'll watch it come to life together. So these are very super pigmented colors. So I'm just getting a little bit of that red sculpt on my brush, and I'm only putting it where I have that green muddiness. And this you will apply to where you normally contour. This is pretty much like the only thing that's the same as 3D is where you're gonna apply the sculpt. And back here you can tell it's a little bit of a different color. It's actually kind of just yellow. So I'm gonna be going into the violet sculpt, which is right here. It's this darker color, and I'm gonna be placing that violet sculpt right there. So as you can see, now it just looks like one sculpt color, but I used two sculpt colors right there, okay? And then next I'm gonna sculpt my forehead, which my forehead is kind of like colorless as far as excess color goes. So I'm gonna probably just be using a mix of my red sculpt because I do just have a natural green undertone to my skin, and probably mixing the violet sculpt with it. So remember, violet and yellow are opposites, and then red and green are opposites, and I kind of have a yellowy green undertone, so that's why I'm using multiple sculpt colors. Okay, so I just dip my brush in that red sculpt, and with sculpt you can get away with using sculpt over a larger area of your forehead. So I bring it about halfway down my forehead, okay? And then I'm gonna use a little bit of violet sculpt just on kind of the edges right here, just to deepen my sculpt a little bit more. And I like to do sculpt first when I do Demi, because it kind of like it does a lot of the big work first, and then you can go from there. Now, this side of my face might have different coloring than this side. So I'm gonna take a look at it. I still see muddiness through here, which muddiness is usually green. So I'm gonna put that red sculpt right there, and it's darkening up nicely. So I'm just gonna leave that be. And then right here, I'm just gonna deepen that sculpt just a little bit with violet. And call it a day. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how I sculpt my nose, and my actual favorite part about Demi is the nose contour, because there is just no contour on earth like Demi. I don't know what it is, but it just contours the nose so beautifully. So this is where it gets pretty fun. And I'm actually gonna be using my new, what do they call it? Brush tile to get the excess color off my brush. So pretty fun. All right. So as you can see, I'll try to get up. It's a little gloomy outside. So I have redness on my nose. And so I also have freckling. Okay, let's see if I can like make it focus more. Okay, so I'm so excited to show you guys. Here we go, guys. Okay, so I have green. Freckles are green in color. Just FYI, they're typically green in color. Sometimes they can be orange or yellow, but typically they're green. But I also have redness in between my freckles. So I am going to use a green sculpt because I want to get rid of my redness where I'm going to sculpt my nose. Okay, just bear with me. So this sculpt right here, right here is green. I'm putting green on my nose right now, guys, okay? And I barely touch the color. And I am going to just tap so lightly that sculpt color on my nose. And now, but wait till I get up here, okay? So I basically have redness from here down on my nose. But up here, I don't have redness, so I'll show you what I do. So I'm putting, and I'm gonna stop with the green right here. But can you already see that happening? I'm getting that sculpt line right there. Okay, and then on the other side, and just kind of tapping and lightly placing that color on color. Okay. Okay, so there is, and I'm just gonna go right here too. There is my nose sculpt, okay? Now I'm going to do the sculpt right here, but this skin is more yellow. So I'm gonna use a violet sculpt right there. So I'm gonna dip into my violet sculpt and sculpt, just finishing that line and marrying it to my brow right there. And you can see that just shadow right here. But now, this is where the magic happens. So remember, I have red down the center of my nose. I'm going to use a green brightener. So I'm gonna dip into this color green. So the colors are broken up into like pure colors. So this is pure green, and then these greens have more blue in them. And then this green is pure green, and then these greens have more yellow, and then that's a true yellow. So there's like lots of different shades of green. So I'm gonna tap into my green sculpt, and I'm just going like this. Tap. And then I'm gonna take this up the bridge of my nose where I have yellow, or I'm sorry, where I have red. And then that just like brightens up the center of my nose, and you can see that sculpt. So that sculpt right here, and then there's no more redness on the center of my nose. Can you guys see that? Like there, I still have redness all throughout here, but my nose is now no red. Tell me if you're seeing this, okay? Okay, now I'm done with sculpt. Now I'm going to show you the magic, okay? So I have these blemishes right here. These blemishes. I would love to hear what color you guys think these blemishes are. I'll try to get up close with you guys. Let's see, can I zoom in? There we go. I don't know about this lighting. Okay, the lighting is a little weird today. This is intense. Yes, this is intense. It's also taking me 10 times longer to explain. But, okay, so I have blemishes right here. To me, they look dark, and they also look red. So to me, yes, exactly. Red, possibly purple. Yes, you guys are great. Yes, totally. So you'll know that something has more red in it. Guys, do you love this? Like, okay, oh, but there's a little bit of an up close of my nose. Can you see that like perfect brightness down the center of my nose with that perfect sculpt? Don't worry, I'll fix the rest of my nose in a second. Yes, okay, so it's gonna be purple. I'm pretty sure they're purple. The thing about Demi is you'll know if it's not that color by once you put the color on it. Okay, it is intense. Hang on, y'all. This is where the magic happens. Okay, so I'm gonna dip into my true yellow color, which is right here, because yellow cancels purple. And I know now that I've practiced on my face a little bit more that most of my blemishes are actually pretty true purple, okay? So I'm just gonna go like this, get a teensy bit of yellow, and I'm gonna just tap that color right on my blemish. Do you see how it disappeared? It disappeared. Okay, I'm gonna zoom this out a little bit. That's like real up close and personal. Okay, now the outside of the blemish is still a little bit dark right here. So dark colors are typically blue. They have more excess blue. Dark but vibrant is typically purple, meaning there's like a vibrancy, but the color is still dark. That's purple. And then like angry is red. So that's kind of how you'll know. So I'm gonna take a little bit of orange and put the orange kind of right there where there's still a little bit of darkness. That's gone. That blemish is gone. No longer there. Okay, now I'm gonna tackle the rest of these little guys, and I'm gonna kind of just do it quickly. But the nice thing about Demi is that you're only putting color on color. I put a little too much there, a lot too much actually. So I'm using this other end of my brush to kind of pick up the excess color, but I dipped too heavily. But did you see I had an angry blemish right here, and now it is gone, okay? Gone. Guys, this is literal magic right before your eyes. And then I put a little too much. Just brush it out. You want to stay literally right on the blemish. Now this blemish looks more dark to me. There isn't vibrancy in it. So I'm going to pick up that true orange. Did anybody just see that? I had a literal blemish right, and now it's gone. This one looks dark to me too, so I'm just going to put straight orange on it. Okay, now, do you remember I had lots of blemishes in here? They're gone! Ah! Okay, now for my friends with like melasma and sunspots, do you see this sunspot right here? This sunspot is green, okay? I'm gonna put red on it, which red in Demi land actually is pink, okay? Because red is pink. Pink is red. So, see this melasma freckle spot? Only putting it right on the spot. Gone. Ah! It was right here and now it's gone. It's gone. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to this side. I'm gonna get a few more blemishes. Okay, this looks hard to honestly look in the phone. Okay, well we know this guy is vibrant, so we'll put yellow on him. Gone. There's a little. Oh! Gone. Okay. These look kind of like true. They kind of look like true purple to me. So we'll find out. Yeah, they might have a little blue in it. I'll go back with some blue if I need. Just pick up that excess. Gone. I have some purple spots in here. Gone. Okay. So once you figure out what color you're seeing on your face, it will be really easy to know what family of color to start trying. Now the key with Demi is that you're only touching color to color, okay? So this one's purple, this one's actually a freckle. We'll see. So, but the idea is that when you're only dealing with your distractions, then the rest of your skin gets to shine, okay? And the key with Demi also is that, guys, I had major blemishes in here. This was a major blemish. This was a major blemish. And now my skin just looks like flawless, right? I had some serious blemishes over here. Nowhere to be seen. Okay, I'm gonna deepen my contour a little bit. This right here is kind of yellow, so I'm gonna add a little bit of violet contour right there. Okay, is this like crazy or is this kind of cool? Is this overwhelming? What blemish, right? Is that not insane? Okay. Now I'm gonna work on a little bit of, what do you guys wanna see go away next? I have some redness in here. Let's just tackle this. I actually prefer to use a Sculpt on my nose for this redness because like on the side of my nose, I'm not necessarily trying to brighten. Okay, I'll do my chin in a second. My chin is kind of the same as my nose, but okay. So I'm going to use a Sculpt right on this area of my nose. And then I'll tackle my chin. Okay, so I'm gonna use this yellow Sculpt because I have redness that's vibrant, but it's still dark. So I'm gonna use a yellow Sculpt on my nose. And I'm just barely getting any on there. And you can see that it is just immediately neutralizing that redness. And I just tap it on that redness. Look, redness neutralized. It's kind of hard to tell in that lighting. Okay, let me do the other nostril. See, do you see it literally neutralizing right before your eyes? Okay, now let's do, I'll get to this in a second. Now let's do my chin. So, okay, with these large areas that seem to be one color, what you want to do is find the darkest color in that family. Gonna just get real up close and personal. The darkest color in that area and start there first. So for me, that looks like here and here, okay? And I'm gonna go with purple because it's vibrant, but it's still dark, okay? I'm going back to my small brush because you want to start in the smallest areas possible, and you'll see it kind of neutralize on its own once you start in the darkest place. Okay, I'm gonna move that excess product around. Okay, and even just that little spot, do you see how this whole part of my chin kind of just brightened up a little bit? And then I'm gonna just tap the excess off of that. Do you see it? It's like just dealing with those little areas. Makes everything else brighten up. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out so you can see it as a whole now. Now my chin was like red, and I only touched here, here, and here. And now it's literally almost perfect, right? I'm gonna take a little bit of the yellow on this smudgy brush and just hit the othermost angry spots. But you don't want to just sweep color everywhere because this is a different color than here, you know? Okay, now my chin is neutralized. Magic. And I'm going to show you another magic thing. I have green all around my face. It's muddy, right? I have green in here and here. It's pretty muddy around my mouth. Now watch my mouth just brighten up. I'm going to go in with a red Sculpt. That's not it. Okay, red Sculpt. Okay, can you see from this side right here to this side? It's subtle, but it brightened up right around my lips right here compared to this. Like this is still really muddy in here and green, and now I'll do it on that side. it happens instantly. Now look, I'm kind of muddy in here. Crazy. Like, I hardly have any makeup on this area of my face, but it's like, isn't that crazy? Okay, now I'm gonna start kind of in here and neutralizing out this redness a little bit. So I'm gonna go right here. It's dark and vibrant to me, so I'm gonna say that's purple. And I'm gonna, since it's a larger area, yes, I have contour. You can see the contour here, Brie, and then I have contour. I already have contour on. But it's Demi contour. It's not 3D contour. Yes.
Can I go poop in your bathroom?
Go downstairs. I'm on a video right now, so it can't be in my bathroom, okay? Sorry, baby. He's like, can I go poop in your bathroom? We don't all need to hear that. There's a little bit of redness right there, and done. Okay, so now this is dark but vibrant to me, so I'm gonna go in with purple and watch it disappear. I'm gonna use this because I know for sure this whole area right here is purple, but I'm gonna start in the deepest coloring of it and just tap it on lightly, and then you can watch it literally go away. Guys, are you seeing that? Look, red, well, purple, purple, gone. I corrected the purple with yellow, and I'm just tapping it lightly. Okay, now I'm gonna do it on the other side because I know right here it's pretty purple. Okay, neutralized, bam. And then I'm just gonna kind of bring it down right here. Work out, girlfriend. Okay. Now I'm gonna move to another area of my face because that's kind of what you need to do with Demi. Place, pray, and then move to another area. You don't want to stay in one area of your face for too long. All right, I'm gonna just brighten up my forehead right here. It looks a little purple to me, so I'm just gonna take actually this kind of fluffy end and just lightly dust some yellow over it, and it's just gonna brighten it up. But typically don't swipe too much color around one area, but I've practiced Demi long enough that I know that area of my face is purple. So you can see my contour, but I'm bright now in between the brows and on my hairline. Okay, now the under eyes. This is where it gets pretty fun. Okay, gonna take my small spot brush again. Now, I have most people's bags right here, because I have bags, you can see. Melanin pools, P-O-O-L-S, pools, in typically the bags of your eyes. Now, I'm gonna show you how when I kind of split apart my bag, can you see freckles in there? I have tons of freckles in here. And so that is green. I have lots of green in here. And so I'm gonna be using a lot of pink to kind of tap these freckles and cancel them out, and you're gonna see my bag almost disappear, okay? And then I have a lot of, so I have green in my bag, and then I have some yellow and green in here. Okay, can you see that? Like this area is kind of yellow. And then I have some green in here, a little bit of green right here. I have a vein right here, which is difficult to correct because it moves, but we can minimize it. Now, under eyes, this is where it's going to be the biggest learning curve with Demi because you're going to want to put one color on your under eye, but your under eye has so many different colors. I'll show you right now. I have blue, green in here. I have green all in here, but I have purple right here. I have yellow right here. I have a greenish blue vein right here. I have more purple and green right here. So you see there's like a million colors in your under eyes. So tackle what is the most bothersome area first. So that's for me is my bags, okay? So I'm gonna dip into pink, which is red. Red corrects green. And I'm gonna start at the bag where I know I have freckling, okay? And I'm just gonna tap that pink color in the bag. Now, do you see how I just tapped it right here and you can see the bag is almost literally disappearing before your eyes? Here to here. Can anybody give me an amen if you see that? And all I'm doing is tapping color on color. Do you see it? There is no makeup that I've ever been able to use that has been able to literally make it look like my bag is gone. Guys, I can't right now. Look at this eye compared to this eye. It looks like my bag is gone. This bag is still there. Can you even? Like, I'm honestly happy with just that. Like, the thing about Demi is that you can keep going or you can stop. Okay, Erin, yes, it feels like that, but it won't. It's gonna take a little while at first to learn, but once you kind of know, okay, freckles are green, I know I have green in here, I promise you, it will take you a lot less than you think. And it's also like, what is, you can kind of see like, what do I want to address most? And it will, so let's do this eye. I'm not gonna lie, it's a learning curve at first. But now that I'm a certified Demi artist, I'm gonna be able to teach you guys how to do this on your own face, how to identify color on your own face. And the thing is you are spending more time on focused areas, but then you're spending less time because you're not putting makeup all over your face, if that makes sense. Okay, do you see that? Another bag just literally erased. I don't really even know what to say. Okay. Also, it's taking me 5,000 hours because I'm explaining it to you as I go. Okay, now I have like some green in here. I'm just gonna put a little bit of pink right there. It's a little bit of a larger area, so I'm just gonna tap into my pink with a little bit of a bigger brush. And that, you can see it just like, evens out. I'm gonna put some pink right here because I know it's green. Okay, brightens it up. Now you can see I have a little bit of yellow under these eyes right here. I'm gonna take this small kind of fluffy brush and I'm actually gonna dip into violet color. Where's my violet? I think this is BB. Okay. Gonna dip into violet. red violet, violet. Okay. And tap that on the yellow. And that just brightens up my under eye. Yellow's right here too. Brightens it up. Okay, now I honestly don't want to touch like this coloring in here because I'm happy with the coloring on my under eyes. The difference with Demi is that color is good. Like if you look at your kids' eyes have color. So we don't want to erase all of the color under our eyes. We just want to erase the excess color that can make it look distracting on our eyes, okay? So like this purpley color on my lash line, like that's kind of natural eyeshadow and I don't want to do anything to it, but I'm going to show you a trick. This little V on my inner eye right here is yellow. So I'm going to brighten that yellow part of my under eye. So this is like natural illuminator and I'm going to put violet on the inner part of my eye right here and watch that just like it just like pops the center of my eye. Caters,
Yeah.
you can come in here, but you need to be quiet, okay, baby?
I'm sleeping by your door.
Okay. Okay, so there my eyes just like pop. I'm gonna put a little bit of purple, or I'm sorry, yellow right here because I have some purple, excess purple on the outside of my eye right here. And that is gone. Excess purple right here. Okay. And now I'm gonna put blush on and like see where I'm at, okay? So sometimes my motto with Demi is like put the brush down and step back. So you can totally spend like a lot of, because we have color all over our face. Like I still have little blemishes, but it doesn't bother me because the big ones are corrected and like the major redness on my face is corrected. So now I'm just going to put on blush and see how I feel and go from there. So blush with Demi is interesting because it's not like what you see in the tin is what goes on your face. I already have a lot of purple in my cheeks, and so I'm kind of going to work with my natural flush. I love you, don't look baked. Yeah, no. This is like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, Heidi. Okay, so I have found, this is like blush land right here in my palette. Right here. And right here a little bit. I have found that this color works pretty good with me because it's a red-violet color. I already have violet in my cheeks, so it's just enhancing it a little bit. If I wanted to cancel out more of that violet, I would probably go into more of the peachy land because peachy has more yellow in it, but I have found that this color is pretty good on me. So, and with the color, it's pretty pigmented, so you don't need a lot. And I'm just going to tap that where I would normally tap my blush. And then it kind of sinks into your skin, so give it a minute. And I'm going to go. Now, some of you might be thinking like, oh, you have redness still here on your cheeks. Yes, but wait, because once I get blush on, I have found that that redness, I don't even notice it anymore once I get my blush on. So I'm just going to kind of blend that in. Okay. That, my friends, is Demi. What do you think? I'm going to post my before because it kind of happened before your eyes. But I have blemishes all in here. If you don't remember, you can see the texture of this one, but you can't see the color. Isn't that crazy? Sarah, you can't get a color match because your color match is now Demi and you are your own color matcher. Isn't that crazy? Okay. I'll take a before and after picture and I'll post it so you guys can see. Okay, now I will say, like, when it comes to lips with Demi, you'll find that once you do Demi, your favorite lip color is actually your lip color. So now that I like neutralize the redness and that green around my lips, like my lip color, I'm fine with that. Like, I think it's good. I like it. I don't want to do anything to it. So I zoomed out now. But you can see, like, I have dimension still around my face. My under eyes are bright. I have color. But guys, I don't have makeup hardly anywhere on my face except, remember, just this little area in my bag. The flush is mostly my natural flush. We just did my chin. We dealt with a little bit of green around my mouth. I only put color on my blemishes. Crazy, right? Ah! Okay. Excited to share more with you, but that's my first Demi tutorial live. How does it stay on, come off? Is it like a stain, same as 3D? The formula is not the same as 3D. It's still creamy in texture in the tin, but you're using like no product. Like, I mean, this brush is so small and I'm tapping like the tiniest amount on the brush and then putting it on my blemish. And then, so the wearability from Demi is amazing because there's so little product on your face that it's not going anywhere. It's hard to compare it to a stain, so it will last for eternity. I mean, it's still gonna come off. It doesn't come off like I don't know how to explain it, but it stays really well. But with any makeup you put on your face, you're not gonna be like don't rub your face. Like, I wouldn't recommend that for any makeup that you wear. No, I mean the tins. Oh, yes, the tins will last forever. Okay. So you can see I use a lot of yellow, and I mean, I'm not even, I mean, it's just like, I haven't even touched the whole surface of the tin yet. So Demi will last you literally forever. And if you have to replace a color, it's probably just like one color that you're using for a lot. But like, I mean, I think this will last you years before you're gonna have to replace anything. So, but yes, it's like the best version of your skin is what Demi brings out, which is essentially what I feel like we all want, right? Now, in comparison to 3D, I can throw a 3D face on like 3 minutes tops. Like, that is the benefit of 3D, and I will always love 3D because it's just so easy and you don't have to think about it, especially once you learn it and have it down. And I also think 3D is super amazing for like when I really want to have dramatic eyeshadow. Hi, Kate! So like 3D is not going anywhere in my opinion, but I can't get over the look of Demi. Pretty freaking amazing. So anyways, if you have questions, I'm just going to continue to show Demi as we go. But this is Demi. You guys are learning what she is. It's pretty exciting. But I'll always do 3D tutorials too, because I mean, I know you guys love it and I love it. This is just different. It's totally different and it's kind of not even comparable to 3D. So if you're willing to kind of like put your foot into new territory and give it a go and learn with me, like, this is not something that will look amazing the first time you put it on because it takes a while to learn the colors of your face. So you might like like most people, when they first put on Demi, they put way too much. And so it's going to make you look washed out because you just have too much. But once we learn and once I help teach you what colors are, like, guys, you remember I had like crazy bags in here. You can't see it anymore. So it's pretty crazy. And you won't be able to see creasing because there's no product there to crease. Anyways, and look at this Demi nose. Like, that nose contour is crazy. You're gonna like love your face so much more because it's so beautiful. And then once you just take away those distractions, it's like the natural flush on your cheeks, your natural face color, your natural God-given eyeshadow is just gonna like amazing. So can't wait to share this with you guys and for you guys to come on this journey with me because it's definitely not like anything else I've ever done, and it's crazy. It's like science and art. It's so fun, but hang tight and we'll learn together. Okay, bye.